So you've always dreamed of growing your own food, maybe some beautiful flowers, but you're thinking, I don't have the right space, right? Maybe you're staring at a concrete balcony, a tiny little yard, or maybe soil that just refuses to cooperate. Well, guess what? Today, we're going to flip that script. We're going to show you how to turn those challenges into some amazing opportunities. Let's dig in and explore two really powerful and cost-effective ways to build a garden pretty much anywhere.
Before we get into the nuts and bolts, I want to start with this quote from The Complete Gardener because it really sets the perfect tone for this. Gardening is personal. It's all about finding what works for your space, your budget, and your life. So just remember this as we go. Let go of that pressure to do it perfectly.
The classic roadblocks, aren't they? No yard at all or soil that's just terrible. Maybe it's even got some contaminants in it from a past life. We're not going to treat these as deal breakers. Nope. We're going to see them as simple design challenges that actually have some pretty slick solutions.
Okay, so our first solution is probably the most accessible and versatile one out there: container gardening. For so many people, this is where the magic really begins. It's how you turn those overlooked spaces, patios, windowsills, even a sunny patch on your driveway, into these vibrant, productive little oases.
So what exactly are we talking about when we say container garden? It's really simple. It's just using any kind of vessel, could be pots, planter boxes, tubs, you name it, to hold your soil and your plants. This one basic idea unlocks a whole new universe of gardening possibilities, no matter what kind of ground you're working with.
The benefits here are huge, and the biggest one, mobility. Think about it. Is that corner not getting enough sun? Just pick up the pot and move it. You can literally chase the sun across your balcony all day if you want to. This freedom makes it absolutely perfect for renters or anyone with tight spaces. Oh, and it's also a super clever way to keep certain plants that don't, play well with others safely in their own corners.
And here's where it gets really creative and easy on the wallet. You can totally skip those pricey pots at the garden center. I'm talking old buckets, milk jugs with the tops cut off, even sturdy old barrels. As long as you can poke some drainage holes in the bottom, you can grow a plant in it. It's all about seeing the potential in stuff you already have.
Now, here's a little pro tip on container size that might surprise you. It's so tempting to start small, but honestly, bigger is usually better, especially when you're just starting out. And here's why. A larger pot holds more soil, and that soil acts like insulation. It protects the plant's roots from those sudden hot and cold swings, and, this is crucial, it holds onto moisture way longer. A tiny little pot on a hot day can dry out in just a few hours, but a bigger one, it's going to be a lot more forgiving.
So what can you actually grow in these things? Well, herbs are a fantastic place to start. I mean, imagine fresh basil for your pasta or thyme for a roast right outside your kitchen door. Beyond herbs, keep your eyes peeled for plant varieties that are labeled dwarf, patio, or compact. These are like your secret weapons because they've been bred specifically to have smaller root systems and to thrive in tight spaces without getting all stressed out. Okay, let's build on that idea a little bit. We're moving from individual pots to our second solution. Something a bit more structured, but just as flexible. If you have a little more space to play with, but the ground itself is the issue, then the raised bed is going to be your best friend.
And this is a really, really crucial point. Raised beds aren't just for looks or convenience. They can be a serious solution to serious soil problems. If you're dealing with ground that's like concrete or super rocky, or, like this source points out, potentially contaminated, a raised bed lets you just bypass all that. You get to build your own perfect growing environment right on top of it.
And you've got a ton of options for building the frame. Natural wood is a classic choice for sure, but you can also use things like plastic timbers, bricks, stones, even concrete blocks. The main thing is just creating a box to hold your perfect soil mix. Just one little warning, if you go with pressure-treated lumber, make sure it's the newer kind, the stuff that's free of arsenic and chromium. All right, if you're going to build one of these, I want you to remember this number, just one number, 3 feet. This is the magic width for a raised bed, and the reason why is a total game changer for making gardening easy. So why 3 feet? It's all about ergonomics. It's about making your life easier. At about 90 centimeters, you can comfortably reach the middle of the bed from either side. And this is so important because it means you never, ever have to step into the bed. Stepping in it would just compact all that beautiful soil you made and could even damage the plant roots. This way, everything is always within easy reach.
And once your bed is built, getting the soil ready each season is so straightforward. In the spring, just pull back any old mulch to let the sun warm up the soil. Then, you'll spread a nice, healthy 1 to 2 inch layer of compost right over the top. Gently work that in with a garden fork, and that's it. You're ready to plant.
So there you have it. We've just walked through 2 absolutely incredible ways to create a garden where you thought one couldn't exist. And they're both fantastic, but they do solve slightly different problems.
So how do you choose which one is right for you? It really just boils down to this. If your number one challenge is limited space, a balcony, a small deck, container gardening is your go-to. Its superpower is that amazing mobility and flexibility. But if your issue is the soil itself, it's rocky, it's clay, maybe it's contaminated, then raised beds are the clear winner. Their power is giving you total control to create the absolute perfect soil from scratch.
At the end of the day, whether you choose a collection of cool, repurposed pots or you build a beautiful wooden raised bed, the goal is exactly the same. It's about creating something personal, something that brings you joy. It's not about following a bunch of rigid rules. It's about making something that truly works for you and your family.
So the big takeaway here is that those barriers you thought were standing in your way, they're not really there. You can build a garden anywhere. So the only question left is, what are you going to build first?